Palestinians are demanding more family visits, medical care and an end to solitary confinement. There are around 6,500 Palestinian political prisoners in Israeli jails, including about 400 children, as you'll see in this report from the occupied West Bank. This is how Palestinian teenagers from the village of Nabi Saleh spend most Friday afternoons. It lasts for a couple of hours and often ends when Israeli soldiers arrest them. Every week, the youth of Nabi Saleh throw stones at Israeli soldiers. They're met with rubber-coated steel bullets, live ammunition and tear gas. But the youth say that they have to do this to show their support for Palestinian political prisoners. Last year, 22 people from this village of 600 were arrested by Israeli forces. So for a year, Nabi Saleh stopped protesting. But since prisoners started their hunger strike in Israeli jails, the demonstrations have started again.
Each Palestinian house, they have somebody in prison. So you can see all Palestinians, they have a relative, a father, a brother, a sister in jail. Second, that these people are political prisoners. It's not that they did a crime or something. They are freedom fighters.
The Tamimi family is relieved to have one of their sons home from jail. 18-year-old Mahmoud was in an Israeli prison for 3 weeks for throwing stones. He was also jailed for 8 months when he was 16 years old. His 14-year-old brother Ahmed is also behind bars for throwing stones. He's been in for a month.
The
first time it was so hard. When I entered, I didn't know what it was like. They put pressure on you. Your life becomes terrible. In the courts, they handcuff your legs and arms. They put you in a cell from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Across the West Bank and Gaza, Palestinian political prisoners are regarded as heroes. Former prisoners and families with sons and husbands in jail meet here in Ramallah to support the hunger strikers and each other. They're demanding prisoners receive more family visits, and they should be in person, not separated by glass. All these men have been in prison. Fakar al-Barghouti spent 33 years in jail for killing a settler.
They demand to use the kitchen, sick prisoners, the visits, to see their children, allowing books in. These are not political demands. The prisoner who is kept in a cell alone is only thinking about his basic needs. They don't think about the outside world. They want to live like a human, that's all.
Back in Nabi Saleh, it's already lost land to an illegal Israeli settlement next door. Now, it's losing its young people as they resist the only way they know how. The question now is, how long can the Palestinian hunger strikers hold out? The Israeli prisoner service is taking weak prisoners to field hospitals, and there are talks to try and meet some of their demands. But all the while, protests and demonstrations are continuing across the West Bank, and those protests are often leading to violence.